Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? Welcome to a new video. We're bringing a video to you guys today because this is quite an important one. This is a two-part series. One part will be discussing the 2020 RS6, which is obviously a big deal for Audi. This is one of the reasons why I had to cover this car, because I'm a massive Audi fan, as you all know. And again, we're going to discuss the mods coming to the S3 next week. So what we're going to do is first we'll discuss the 2020 RS6. Alright guys, so for some of you that aren't aware, the 2020 RS6 was released about 2 days ago. Obviously official statistics put out by Audi and the official rendering, so the actual pictures of the car itself. Here's what it looks like. Alright, so couple of facts and figures, just headline stuff, nothing too crazy. 590 brake horsepower, which is pretty much bang on similar to the previous shape RS6. 800 newton meters of torque, which is punchy. Again, you know, you can't expect anything less from Audi, especially with their RS6 model. That car is a quite important car in their range. It's one of their flagships alongside the RS3 and the R8 obviously. So yeah, 800 newton meters of torque. 0 to 60 is boasted in I think 4 seconds or 3.8 with launch. So it's ridiculous, like insane, especially with the Quattro 4-wheel drive system. This one actually is a hybrid. It's got a small hybrid engine, and just like the new shape R8, it doesn't let you rev above 3,000 revs on a standstill because of German emission regulations. It's got the front headlights of the S7, the new S7, which I'm not really a big fan of. I don't like these new lights that are coming out on these cars. I prefer the old, you know, the LED white strips that are on all the mark before the digital dash age, on all the facelift models. So these new kind of, I don't know if the pictures do it justice or not, but the new lights, especially those S7 ones with the dotted kind of row, and they're not exactly like ice white either, they're kind of like a tinted yellow. Not a big fan. Obviously you've got to see it in person first. I love the new grille of the new Audis, the new front end, awesome. I love that. It's a very questionable back end though. I don't like the back end at all. The diffuser doesn't seem to match the car. If you look at the old RS6, the back was very nice and sleek. The exhaust suited the car, the rear diffuser suited the car. I personally prefer the back end of the old RS6. But I mean, this new one, once ABT get their hands on it, they give it much more of a nice wider stance. I think, you know, once mods start coming out for this car, it will be a force to be reckoned with. But at the moment, at basic, I'm not a big fan of the styling of it. Not a huge fan. I mean, in all fairness, the car performs insanely well, just like the old shape. But the problem is, I think the spec that they chose to release the car with isn't as good as it could have been. The colour isn't great, it doesn't really match, especially with those tinted yellow front light things. The rims are awful, I don't like the look of them at all. I think for me, they just could have spec'd it better if, on a release, you know. But again, until you see a car in the flesh, at the moment it's all just speculation. I am definitely excited, being a massive Audi fan. Now the interesting thing is what it's going to do to the old shape, price-wise. I visited West London Audi not too long ago to do a bit of research, and the old shape RS6, about 67 plate full spec, is still sitting at about 67 grand. So they're holding price, but will they hold price when the 2020 actually releases, the builds are made and the orders are shipped out? We'll see. It's interesting. The RS6, the new one, the 2020, will be retailed at about 95k. A well-spec'd one will take you to about 105, 106k, depending on what you put on it. But yes, that's my opinion. You guys have seen the pictures. We've gone over the styling. I've gone over my likes and dislikes in the performance. Again, it's all very brief speculation, but I just wanted to cover this car on this channel because I'm a massive RS6 fan. And again, I'm Team Audi all the way. So excited to see what this car looks like in the flesh and how people are going to mod it and spec it out when it hits the streets. Now, to the S3. As you all know, I've owned this S3 for about 6 months now, 17 plate facelift S3. And today, I'm gonna go over some mods for the car briefly, and we are going to discuss what this car is booked in for next week. So this car is booked in with a good friend of mine. He owns a body shop not far from where I live. He has a crazy car collection, which I'll show you guys when I actually visit the garage, and he will be working on this car. So let's take a walk around and I'll show you guys exactly what's changing. All right guys, so here's the car as it stands. Excuse the dirt marks. The car is absolutely filthy. I've parked it here in the shade just so you guys can get a little bit of a better look at it and to get the glare of the sun away. So first thing is first, this whole grille is going to change. Got a honeycomb grille at home with the black badges. That is all going to come off alongside these silver trimmings. The idea is the whole front end to be blacked out, and I only want the lights to stick out. Obviously once the car is cleaned and the bird poos come off, we can actually fix this. The mirrors also going gloss black. The whole side of the car here, see this chrome around the window? That's all going to go as well. The wheels also going black. They're also really, really dirty. They're basically black now, but if I run my foot across, you see what colour the wheels should be. So they're really dirty, but they'll be cleaned and refurbed all to black. So dechroming the front, dechroming the side, the mirrors, the wheels, going for a full tint on the back. Hello everyone. Again, we're looking at black S3 badge, the black Audi badge, and this rear diffuser to be painted as well. Once it's finished, I'm going to reveal all of it. So here's a quick look at it now. And this is it guys. Come the next part, the next series, part 2, this car will be completely made over. So remember it how it is now, because it's not going to look anything like this when it's finished.